Hi everyone, welcome back to Portfoliotics 1.0. This is our fifth lesson in our first project, and this will be our final lesson for the first project. In this lesson, we are going to be taking a look at how to integrate MySQL database into Power BI so that whenever we have any new data entry in our database, it will be automatically updated in our Power BI. To do this, we need a connector, and we can download MySQL connector from mysql.com. Simply click on downloads and scroll down to my community downloads. Click on it and head to connector ODBC. Simply click on that. Afterward, download the first one over here. Simply download the one of this 90 MB over here. However, I've already downloaded it and installed it on my system. So I'll simply bring it up and set it up over here. Simply click on ODBC data sources. You can simply search that on your search bar on your window. Then click on it, add. Click on this, finish. Here it will prompt you to your data source name. And as you all know that our data source name is project 1. That is project 1. And the TCP IP server address, we are using our local host. Then the user is root user. While the password, our password for this project is still password. Then the database we are connecting to the e-commerce database, right? So we can test the connection and it's successful. OK and OK. Then click on OK again. So that is done. After that is done, we can simply head to our Power BI dashboard to load our data set. So simply click on get data, more, and connect to the ODBC connector. So you can simply type ODBC. Here is it. Click on it and connect. All right. From here, you can simply select the database we are connecting to. This is the project 1 connector that we configured the other time. So simply click on it and click OK. It's taking some time. All right. Here are the database present in our MySQL. We have the e-commerce, we have the information schema, MySQL, retail, web, and the likes. However, for this our project, we are using the e-commerce database. So let us simply check mark all the tables that will be needed. This first table over here is our feed table that we created. I mean the customer segments, product category performance table. They are the feeds that we created the other time. So we simply check mark all and load them to our Power BI. The data are loading. All right. As you can see, this is our table. We have the customer table, we have the customer segment, product category, profitability impact, sales cannibalization, and the transaction table. All are being loaded. So let's just simply visualize a metric. Take for instance, we want to know the numbers of sales or the numbers of transactions being made per region. We can simply just use a bar chart for that. We can use the region in the x-axis, while the transaction ID in the y-axis to visualize that. All right, here is our sales per region, from Africa to North America to Asia Pacific to Europe to Oceania to South America. However, we can readjust this visual by including the data labels and also switching off the title. Likewise, the values. For the x-axis also, we can simply turn off the title. All right, here is our output for the sales being made per region. For the South America region, we have about 48 entries in there. So let us simply simulate a scenario in which we have a new data set, new entry in our spreadsheet. So we'll be using a testing data for that. So here is our testing data to know if it will be automatically updated on our dashboard. Take for instance Oceania. For instance, we had 52 transactions being made in Oceania alone. Let's use a testing data for that. Here's our testing data about 10 entries, which is basically in Oceania region. That is, we're adding 10 transactions being made from Oceania into our data set. So let's simply copy this and paste it in our transaction data. Here's our transaction data. So we can simply paste it over here. So let's highlight this and paste. Ctrl V. Here's our new data set. But remember, whenever you are updating your spreadsheets, remember the date formats that SQL recognize. Even though this is in date, but it's not in format that SQL recognize. So we have to change it to the year, month, day format that is being recognized by MySQL. So we'll do that by simply clicking on custom. Then we change this to year, month, day. So simply click on OK. And as you can see, it has been changed. Then also the expected delivery date also, we have to change that also in this to the standard format. Click on custom. Then put it in year, month, day format. Click on OK. All right. Simply click on Ctrl S to save. And then we close our data set. Afterward, let's run our script, our Python script, so that the new entries will be automatically updated to the database. So we are using our command shell for that. Command prompts for that. So Python app.py, then click enter. As you can see over here, 10 new records added to transaction. That is, our new testing 10 entry data has been uploaded into our database. So let us see the effect of this new entry on our dashboard. For us to see the effect of this new entry on our dashboard, we'll simply come to the transaction table over here and right click on it and refresh the table, refresh data. So click on refresh data. As you can see, for the Oceania, the number of transactions being made in Oceania, it has changed from 52 to 62, meaning that it has recognized the newly 10 entry new data sets into it. Whenever you are trying to update any new entry to your MySQL, from MySQL database to Power BI, you simply connect it with a connector. Here we are using the ODBC connector, and afterward, for this our project, we have a Python script that is automating the process for us from Excel sheet to the database. We run it. After that, then we refresh our table. We find out that it has been effected. And this is the final video for the first project that we are doing. Thank you all for following us to this stage of the project. See you in our next project.